Hi folks, today I want to tell you about the Kioti CS2530 cab tractor. And I asked for your indulgence on two things. First off, I filmed this yesterday at Murfreesboro. I took all the shots, and I do the editing, believe it or not, right? Yesterday, and then as I'm about to edit it today, it's not going to be my best production. I went down there to make the video, and the store got super busy. Everybody was, me included, was thrown into waiting on customers. I ended up selling two CK2630s, so I was pretty excited about that. So forgive the overall quality of this. Look for the message, not the content. The other thing is, speaking of content, I will soon get back to making a lot of videos that aren't necessarily sales videos, trying to sell you something. Now this video is a little bit of both. It's an introduction to the tractor, but I do offer a price. The reason I've been doing more selling videos than product demonstration videos, quite simply, it's springtime. And springtime is sales time for tractors, and I'm kind of caught up, and I'm not going to beat you to death every time with offering to sell you a tractor, but I ask for your indulgence. All right, let's take a look at this rough cut video. You want to see something that no one else makes? That's a Kioti CS2530 factory installed cab with heating and air conditioning and a whole lot more. You know, as somebody that sold the original CS's, the CS2410, that was way back when, 10 years ago, and watching this series of tractor mature, we went from the 2410 to the 2210, 2510, and then 2520, 2220, and now the 30 series. This is a 2530, and it is just a dandy. Let's take a look. The industry's first climate-controlled factory cab. Man, that's something to brag about. And I'm just going to give you a little 5-minute version, preliminary look, and I'm going to give a price at the end, and I'm going to make an offer to the first 5 people that buy them, and I can only do it for the first 5. So I won't take forever for this, but let me tell you what I know about it, and as I learn more, I'll share more. The standard CS 25 horsepower, 24.5 horsepower engine is sized at 1 liter, 3-cylinder, 1 liter, 3-cylinder. Kioti bored and stroked it to 1.2 liter in this case to accommodate the increased draw of the air conditioner, which I thought was quite smart. And I asked at the dealer meeting, I said, so you increase the torque, and yeah, and you increase the engine size by 20%, and you still claim it at 24.5 horsepower. Clearly, the engine's bigger, and it has more torque, but not any more claimed horsepower. So more than enough power, what I'm getting at is more than enough power to control, the air conditioner without depriving the tractor of being a tractor. And a tractor it is. The rear lift on this will lift 700 pounds, and it'll accommodate, according to Kioti's owner's manual, it'll accommodate a rotary cutter up to 65 inches, which it really isn't one, but so a 5-foot cutter, 5-foot tiller, 6-foot finishing mower, 7-foot rake or blade. This is a tractor. This is a real tractor. The front end loader will pick up 900 pounds. It is a skid steer type, and it is self-leveling. That's an option, I should say. This one has it. Self-leveling loader, so that when you're picking up a scoop of dirt or rocks or whatever, you don't have to worry about pulling back too far and rolling rocks onto the hood and windshield of this beautiful tractor. Very cool. It also has a reinforced plate for a front hook. If you so want a front hook, we will sell you one and install it on a pre-installed heavy 1/2-inch plate of steel. So very protective. The cab is remarkable. I'm going to move the camera in and tell you a little bit about what I know about the cab. All right. The size of the glass and the angle of the swing is incredible. It's big. And the opening, and I'll move the camera, the opening here I'd say is, the step is probably 16, 18 inches. By the way, while we're standing here, do you see that? Standard, not optional, standard rear weights. A nice touch. Just a cool thing to put on a tractor, standard. The loader includes a 48-inch bucket. Of course, it is a skid steer type. A lot of folks are buying grapples. And we sell a nice line of very lightweight grapples that would be perfect on this. It has a leveling rod. That's new. And as I said, self-leveling. I just think that's amazing. Now, lots of folks that buy this tractor would like to remove the front end loader. And you know, if you're cutting grass, and everybody that buys one of these, I can't say everybody, most people that buy one of these are going to cut a lot of grass, whether it's with a mid-mount mower or a 3-point attached mower. They're going to cut bunches and bunches of grass, and it is easier to cut grass without the front end loader because there's clearly about 5 feet less length to do it with. So, you know, and people, you know, they'll leave it on. They'll say, oh, you know, those things are hard to get off. No, they're not. In fact, about the last generation of CS, they started using this pull handle, which is just a delight to operate. And if you look through here, the hydraulic couplers are protected between the tractor and the loader, which I thought was a good idea. And if you really want to see something that's cool, you could do it from inside the cab. You could pull the levers from inside of the cab. Now, if you don't want to get out of the air conditioning when you're cutting grass to remove the loader, booyah, it's ready. And for the Yankees, you know, that are blowing snow, that's awesome too. Yeah, pretty cool. Looking over here, we have, of course, 3-point control, the overhead lamps, spot lamps, the rear defroster. It has tilt wheel and cruise control. And check out the dashboard. It's new. A lot of digital, a lot of LED. And it has a cabin air filtration system. These pull out. In fact, you can kind of see the white of the filter right there. These pull out, and you can you know, blow some air through them a few times and then eventually replace them. But if you're cutting grass, you're out in the dust and whatever, it keeps the stuff that's outside, and that's awesome. It has a fully opening rear window. This is just hard to do when I'm holding the camera. Climate control. And the wiper control. Over on the left side, along the left side fender well, this is the PTO selector, rear PTO, mid PTO, or both PTOs. That's how you do that. And you'd use the mid PTO, for example, when you're cutting grass. So that's where it's at now. Speaking of cutting grass, one heck of a nice height adjustment. It's broken down into 1/4-inch increments, and it makes it very accurate. Let's see, stereo controls. You can run an auxiliary through a auxiliary 3.5 millimeter, but that's old school. You don't have to do that because I'm going to show you something in a minute. Or USB. It also charges. Here's a nice view from the operator's platform. Again, the tractor is surprisingly big. All right. Now here's something that you're going to start hearing a lot about. This is the optional multimedia system. And what does it do? It does pretty much everything you'd see on a modern car. It phone, music, maps, radio, rear camera, which is optional, but I've been putting them on most of them. Radio. It's let me turn this up a little bit. And of course it Bluetooths. You can also Bluetooth directly to it, and the sound quality is excellent. It's a fantastic and fun, quite honestly, system. There's some Bluetooth information, phone information, and what else we have? Telematics. Now, You're going to hear a lot about telematics. It's Kioti Connect, and it will link your tractor with Kioti and with us through your smartphone. That will take its own video because there's lots to talk about on that, and I will do that. You can change the display. And it's just cool stuff like that. And why not? You spend a lot of time in your tractor. Why not have fun doing it? That is the very abbreviated introduction to the Kioti Multimedia System. It's just cool. It's just cool. I wanted to just give you a quick walk around, and I wanted to tell you how much this thing is. Right now, for the first, well, let me tell you the price first. For cash buyers, tractor and loader, $21,500. It's less than you thought. It's less than I thought. If you finance it, they've got a really good deal. You could pay $24,500. There's a $3,000 rebate that helps get you the $21,500. But if you finance, you should pay $24,500 and finance it at 1.99 for 84 months, which would make the payment $318 a month with no money down. $318 a month for a fully climate-controlled 25 horsepower cab tractor, four-wheel drive hydrostat, self-leveling loader with all kind of stuff. And for the first 5 customers that buy these, I will give them the $800 electronics package, rear camera as well, rear camera. I'll include that. First 5 people that buy CS2530 tractors, I will include that at no charge, about $800. $21,500 cash, $24,500 financed at 1.99 for 84 months, $318 a month with 0 down. But hopefully you got a good kind of a peek at the tractor. I'll do a full, in-depth dive on the tractor at a different date. But I wanted to give you a first look and a heck of a good price. And, if you're interested in one, give us a call, 615-956-0334. Or, as always, email us, sales@lsetractor.com, sales@lse, like Larry, Stove Stand Equipment, tractor.com. I'll do this until the end of June. Now, we won't have the free electronics package by then because I'll have sold the first 5 people. But that price and payment and everything, I will do till the end of June 2025. Thank you for watching my video. And forgive all the terrible takes and edits and everything else. The tractor's fine. The tractor's wonderful. You'll like it. Thank you.